The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. This is the sequel to the animated Disney film, The Little Mermaid. I actually thought the first one was really good. It had very lovable, very great looking animation, great songs, really likable characters. Or it's a very well told story. Even though they did change it up a bit from the Hans Christian Andersen story. So, excuse me. Now we have the sequel out, released in 2000, and when, I remember seeing commercials for this film, obviously, when I was a kid. I loved watching Disney movies, obviously. So the best way to describe the film, in my opinion, it's good. That's pretty much all I have to say. It's a good film. It's not great, nowhere as good as the first film, well, even though the first film is a great film. But this one's just cute. It's a cute movie, I gotta say. Alright, so why? Well, let's just take a look at the story. The story is about Ariel and Eric that give birth to their girl named Melody, voiced by Tara Strong. They're basically celebrating on the birth of her, like Ariel trying to introduce her to her grandfather, King Triton, voiced again by Kenneth Mars. But then Ursula's crazy sister, named Morgana, who is also voiced by Pat Carroll, who also did Ursula from the first film. Weird. But it's cool. I'll buy it. But anyway, she threatens to kill a Melody to her tiger shark named Undertow, voiced by, I kid you not, Mr. Krabs himself, Clancy Brown. So she threatens King Triton to hand over his Triton so that way she can take over the ocean and avenge Ursula. So Ariel basically saves her, and then after that they have to keep Melody away from her, away from the sea, until Morgana is killed, or killed and captured, whatever you call it, or dead or alive. So they basically, I hate to say it, but they basically build a wall around the castle so Melody can't really go outside of the castle into the ocean. And of course, Ariel being a very overprotective mother, just like how Simba was in Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. And no, I will not talk about anything like Donald Trump related. King Triton basically wants Sebastian to look after her. Or like, Sebastian, you will watch over her. Me? Ah, that part always cracks me up. Every time I see it. Melody's growing into a preteen. Tonight's basically her birthday party, and then basically it goes into disaster, and she thinks something is her fault, which is very odd, and confusing. Melody basically finds her locket that you saw in the first part of the film. She finds out some of the secrets, but she heads off to Morgana's, after meeting Undertow, as a little piranha fish, almost. Or a guppy, whatever the hell you call it. But, she basically has to find the trident and stuff, Morgana uses some of Ursula's magic inside of a bottle, and puts, some of this thing drops on her foot, and turns into a mermaid. Kind of like a similar role reversal of the first film, like in the next Disney sequel that we'll be talking about. But it's not like a gender role reversal, it's just like a different thing. Like, in the first film, Ariel got the human legs, and now Melody has mermaid fins. Well, basically turns into a mermaid. So, she sets off, tries to find, tries to go find Atlantica, but then comes across, the two comic relief characters in the movie. Well, aside from Sebastian, Flounder, he basically appears in near the last third of the film. And of course, Buddy Hackett does the voice of Scuttle again. So, she comes across two other colorful characters, this penguin voiced by, I kid you not, Daxter from Jack and Daxter himself, Max Caswell. Oh no, Max Casella. The penguin's name is Tip. And we have a walrus known as Dash, voiced by Booster from the Buzz Lightyear cartoon, who was voiced by Stephen Furst. So they set out to Atlantica, and all basically oh yeah, they do get the Triton, and Melody kind of betrays her mother at first, but then realizes this was what she'd done and stuff. Yeah, it's that kind of movie. Alright, so, I guess in many respects, the story is decent enough. Well, if nothing's it's just the best way to describe it. It's a decent story. Or, like, I like the idea how Melody wants to be a mermaid and then goes around the ocean and stuff. Which is a good idea. And I do like what they sort of do, but it's just not done that special. That's all I have to say about that. But, the characters are very genuinely likable, I will admit. Most of the voice actors are back, like Jodie Benson as Ariel. Pat Carroll does, Ursula's sister. Or, Samuel E. Wright does Sebastian. Kenneth Mars does, King Triton again. I think the same actor does who played as Flounder does the voice of Flounder in this movie. I don't know, maybe he did. I think that is him. We got Jeff Louise. I think it's the same voice by the same actor from the first film. Greg, of course, obviously done by the same actor. With the exception of what do you call it, Prince Eric, who's voiced by Rob Paulsen, and I gotta admit, he does a pretty good job as Prince Eric. I like the original actor better, but actually he does come back as the prince in in two of the Cinderella sequels, which we'll get to later. What else do I get to say? Oh yeah, like I said, the characters are likable. The songs, that's kind of the problem. They're not that memorable, with the exception of the first song. I will admit, they are really good. What do you call it? I do like the villain. She's a really cool villain, like Ursula was. Her assistant villain on Undertow was pretty funny at times. Tip and Dash are my favorites. And Tara Strong, very lovely. Very nice. She's always got a very nice speaking voice. Like, a lot of the time, she can sound like an adorable character. And then, a lot of the time, she has one hell of a beautiful voice. Like, Tara Strong is one of my favorite voice actresses. But my real favorite voice actress is honestly, Grey Griffin. She's got such a beautiful speaking voice. She could definitely do an adorable speaking voice as well, but what she plays for a speaking voice, that sounds very beautiful, like Queen Moon Butterfly, for example, and then Vamber or Daphne. It's friggin' beautiful as hell. When she plays as Jackie Lynn Thomas, it's very lovely and stuff. So what do you call it? The animation. That's one of the biggest problems I have with the movie. The songs aren't that great. The story is nothing special, but it's decent. And the other problem I have is just that the animation, well, it's good. It's nice and colorful, and the character animation itself is pretty decent. It just feels standard and not very rendered or that greatly. I don't know, it's probably just me, but at least with those other Disney sequels, some of them did try to make it look really great. Well, at times. This one does have good looking animation, but and it is, to be fair, a direct-to-video film, but I don't know. I just wish it was done better. But granted, the next film, Ariel's Beginning, has way better animation. I'd be lying if I said the animation in the third movie looks just as good as the first film's animation. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. I'm kind of, like 9 minutes and 6 seconds right now, so, yeah, overall, I think it's a decent flick. If you haven't seen it yet, I say go ahead and check it out. But if you just want to see Little Mermaid to have, like, something as good as the first, you're not going to get it here. But go ahead and check it out if you want to. If you have seen it, what'd you think about it? Just comment below, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, don't forget to click like in the video. And don't forget to subscribe and share the video, and I'm the Bostonian Critic, and I'll see you in the next video.